Hey y'all, I'm Cindy. Welcome to Cindy Hart's Crochet Podcast, where we talk about crochet and crochet accessories. Today is Tuesday, February 4th, 2020, and day 4 of my funny Vlogentine, right? Welcome to my new subscribers, and welcome back to my returning subscribers. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. It is still kind of warm here today in Pinson, Alabama, but it is about to be stormy. The sunshine keeps popping out just enough to fuel some storms, and the wind keeps picking up, and now I'm getting flash flood warnings on my phone, so yay. I'm going to have to get out the flat bottom and the Evinrude before long, I guess. I am going to try to get out of here and, of course, get something to eat before storms set in, and hopefully my driving experience will be a little less weird than it has been the past day or two. I did okay yesterday, and I did go get a salad at Shoney's. However, when your lettuce is the same temperature of your mashed potatoes, it's not very appetizing. Yeah. It wasn't slimy like bacterial or anything, but it just wasn't good, warm lettuce. Blech. Anyway, so I have to think about where I'm going today. Not sure yet. I don't know. What do you want? Right now, I'm still chugging on some coffee in my Hugs and Kisses cup. I think I got that from Hershey Park, maybe, with a teddy bear or a dog in it, in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So let me just set that down a minute. And I hope y'all are having a good day. It is Tuesday, right? I haven't lost any days yet, I don't think. Today's little project is this cute little, let me just use both hands. How about that? I had everything in line before I stepped up to the plate this time. But no. Oops, there goes a... Hang on. Tools of the trade. So today I made these little bookmarks. And yes, they're a little wonky, but they're so cute. I tried something new, which I didn't know that's what it was called, but it's really the same technique as I used to do in cross stitching, but carrying, she kept calling this color work, but you simply just carry your yarn, right? So I did that one. This one is wonky. I think I left out like a whole row over here or something. I haven't yet determined what I did. I think I did. I can't tell. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Guess what? It's flat and it's going to be in a book. But I've always loved these, the old country colors, and I know everybody's outgrown them by now, but I've always loved these, like the rose and country blue and stuff. So, sorry I didn't turn any lights on, because it was somewhat sunny before, not sunny, but brighter. But anyway, she used, I will link the video tutorial below. This pattern is by the same lady that did the Rivers shawl that I did for the Ice Challenge 2020 Ice Challenge. And I can't remember her first name, but her YouTube channel is Rich Textures Crochet. And I know that several of her patterns look really nice and neat and everything, so I'm going to have to do quite a few of them. But she used Patton's Grace mercerized cotton with an E or a 3.5 millimeter hook. I used some of my scraps from the Hirschner's Afghan yarn that I did the Hirschner's Anniversary shawl in. So I've used acrylic. And I used a 3.75 hook because I don't think I have a 3.5. I have a D and then an F. I don't have an E. But I love these little things, and they worked up pretty quickly. Her video is about 20 minutes long, and the second one I did just shortly, a short while longer than that, a few minutes longer than 20. Because, of course, she stops and goes to the end of the row while you're still working through it. So maybe I'd think about 45 minutes weaving in ends and everything. Now, what I did was, I think it's pretty neat, though, because it's a bookmark. She says carry your yarn. That way, you don't have to try to sew in ends. Although I'm seeing one little thing right there, but, nobody's going to complain about that. And then you just do a single crochet on the ends, on each end, to kind of knead it up a little bit. And I actually took mine in there under an iron because it was curling around like that when I got finished. So I went in there and put mine between a pressing cloth, or my version of a pressing cloth, probably an old flour sack or something, type material. And but it was real easy. It's all single crochets, but she gives you the counts. She has a pattern that is for free that has I'm not sure now if her free pattern has the chart with it, but she walks you straight through all of it. So it's really easy. And like I say, I pressed mine just because it had because it's acrylic and it was kind of flopping around a little bit. I think the mercerized cotton would probably lay flat and be a little bit. You wouldn't really. I don't think you'd have to press it unless your tension's just so tight that it curled on you or something. But anyway, so yeah, this is our heart/Valentine project for today. And I'm seeing weird stuff up through here, but it may be, I really don't know what. But like I say, these will be given to somebody or nobody that's going to complain about them. So I'll leave that link below, and that's another quick, easy project for Valentine's. And then my squeaky chair. So yeah, I used, did I say Hirschner's Afghan yarn and a 3.75. So yeah, and it worked it worked just fine. I'm sure just a 3.5 and the smaller stuff would. Now that Hirschner's Afghan yarn is like a number 2 yarn, I think. So probably still could have gone down to an E, but I didn't want to go down to a D. So I just went ahead and used an F, and it seemed to do okay. And I think it's like anything. If you use a hook that coincides with your yarn, then you're going to get the results you desire. Okay, so, well, and that is like a scrapbusting project too, because color A, which is the border color, only uses about 20 yards. Now this is according to her pattern. I didn't measure it or anything, but the pattern says that your border color uses only about 20 yards, and your heart color uses about 10. So that's not bad. I am looking into buying some scales, like for mailing things, number 1, but also I have several little balls of sock yarn and stuff that I've got in a thrift store that I don't know how much is in them, or so I want to learn how to measure what I have left of things by their weight and everything. But also I do need some scales for mailing, like if I decide to have Etsy, open an Etsy shop or whatever. So anyway, I heard somebody suggest like a food scale. I know that like some of the little mailing scales and whatever just has a little platform that's about like that big. So if y'all have any suggestions, let me know what, from experience, what you've used, and something I can lay like a larger platform on, or that might have a larger tray to hold things, like shopping bags or whatever, stuff we might choose to sell, a shawl or something. I want to be able to lay something on there to get an accurate weight for mailing. So, alrighty. And then today, I have found another celebrity or famous person that is a crocheter, and today I found Bette Midler. Bette earned 4 Grammy Awards, including Song of the Year in 1989 for Wind Beneath My Wings, which I still cry every time I hear that song, because if you've ever seen the movie, I think it was Beaches, right? Was Beaches the one that had that song in it? It was a really sad movie, though, or a really sad movie. I tearjerker for sure. So every time I hear that song, I still shed a tear. She also, one of her songs of the year was 1990 for From a Distance, and Record of the Year in 1989 for Wind Beneath My Wings again. 2 Academy Award nominations, 3 Emmy Awards, 1 Tony Award, 3 Golden Globe Awards, and 9 American Comedy Awards. She said on the show Biography, I don't know if the show is named Biography, that she started crocheting when her daughter Sophie was born, because being in a star or whatever, being in the profession she was in, that people thought that they just had to buy and pay high dollar for everything. So when her daughter was born, there was nobody really around to do handmade gifts and everything that Bette appreciated more than store-bought, which I'm the same way. So that makes a lot of sense. I had much rather have a handmade item, and I'd much rather give a handmade item, because I feel like I've put more into it than just sending a gift card, or just, even if it's somebody I don't know so well. So anyway, join me again tomorrow for our next little project, and another celebrity or someone little known to the crochet world. I am finding some that we've heard of, and we know they're crocheters or possibly knitters, or both, bi-stitchable if you may. And but I'm finding facts about them that is very, very interesting. So I think what I'm going to do tonight, after I go get something to eat, you'd think I'd buy groceries instead of sitting here trying to find something to eat every day, right? But that's too much work. I think what I'm going to do tonight, I've kind of set myself up for a project of, besides finding a project for tomorrow, is hole punching all of my patterns and putting them in binders. I have some of these huge, thick 2 and 3 and 4-inch binders, and I think I'm going to separate them into whatever categories I can, and then the ones I've already done, put them in a separate tab by themselves. So wish me luck. I've got plenty of copies that I have made, or those that I've printed out, and then I'll get updates. So I'm hoping I can just make sure I have the most up to date. And also, if you have started your Yip Yip, let me know how it's going. Either post it in the Facebook group, just say, hey, guess what's up? Yup, yup, yup. Or leave it on this video, either one you want to do. If you haven't yet started it, then when you do, just send us a message and let us know what's going on. But until then, I guess I will see y'all tomorrow with a new project and a new celebrity. Y'all have a good evening. If you're having some storms this evening, be safe, stay warm, stay dry. Love y'all. Bye.